Hi everyone, and welcome back to the English Learning Podcast. I'm Hannah, and today we're talking about something super important: what to say in a job interview. Job interviews can feel scary, especially if you're speaking in English. But don't worry, I'm here to help you feel more confident and prepared. In this episode, we'll go through common questions you might hear in an interview and how to answer them. I'll also share tips for making a great impression. By the end, you'll feel ready to walk into that interview with confidence. Let's start with the basics. When you arrive at the interview, it's important to greet the interviewer politely. Here are some simple phrases you can use. Good morning, it's nice to meet you. Good afternoon, thank you for having me. If they ask how you are, you can reply with, I'm doing well, thank you. How about you? First impressions matter, so remember to smile, make eye contact, and speak clearly. Now, let's move on to the most common interview questions and how to answer them. The first question you'll almost always hear is, can you tell me about yourself? This question is not about your whole life story. They want to know about your professional background. A good way to answer is to talk about your experience, skills, and a little bit about your personality. For example, sure, my name is Hannah, and I have 3 years of experience in digital marketing. In my last job, I managed social media campaigns and increased engagement by 40%. I'm passionate about creative problem solving and working in a team environment. Keep it short and focused on your professional life. Practice this answer so it feels natural. Another question you might hear is, why do you want to work for this company? Here, they want to know if you've done your homework. Talk about what you like about the company and how your skills match their needs. For example, I admire your company's commitment to innovation and teamwork. I'm excited about the opportunity to contribute to your marketing strategies and help achieve your goals. Make sure to mention something specific about the company, like a project they've done or their values. Next is a tricky one. What are your strengths and weaknesses? For strengths, talk about something you're good at that's relevant to the job. For example, one of my strengths is my ability to stay organized and meet deadlines. I'm also good at communicating and working with different teams. For weaknesses, be honest, but also show that you're working on improving. For example, sometimes I focus too much on small details, but I'm learning to balance that by prioritizing my tasks. This shows self-awareness and a willingness to grow. Here's another common question. Can you tell me about a time when you solved a problem? This is your chance to share a specific example from your past experience. Use the STAR method: situation, task, action, and result. For example, in my last job we had a tight deadline for a marketing campaign. My task was to coordinate with the design team to create content quickly. I organized daily check-ins to track progress and made sure everyone had clear priorities. As a result, we finished the campaign on time, and it was very successful. Keep your answer clear and focused on your role in solving the problem. Now let's talk about questions you can ask the interviewer. At the end of most interviews, they'll ask, do you have any questions for us? It's a good idea to ask 1 or 2 questions. This shows that you're interested and prepared. For example, can you tell me more about the team I'd be working with? What does success look like in this role? What are the next steps in the hiring process? Avoid asking about salary or benefits in the first interview unless they bring it up. Let's talk about body language and tone. During the interview, sit up straight, make eye contact, and avoid crossing your arms. It can make you look closed off. Speak clearly and at a steady pace. If you don't understand a question, it's okay to ask for clarification. You can say, I'm sorry, could you repeat that? Could you explain what you mean by that? It's better to ask than to guess and give the wrong answer. Finally, at the end of the interview, thank the interviewer for their time. For example, thank you so much for meeting with me today. I really appreciate the opportunity to learn more about this role. It was great to speak with you. Thank you for your time and consideration. After the interview, you can send a thank you email to leave a good impression. Keep it short and professional. Before we wrap up, let's review the key points. 1. Practice answering common questions like, tell me about yourself and why do you want to work here? 2. Use the STAR method for questions about your experience. 3. Ask thoughtful questions about the role or company. 4. Be polite, professional, and confident. Thank you for joining me today on the English Learning Podcast. I hope these tips help you feel ready for your next job interview. If you found this episode helpful, share it with a friend who's also learning English. Good luck, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.